Cue zombies! Mind the camera.
You've got to be head over heels in love with what you do, especially in the film industry, to want to do it. And if you can't do it, you got to find a way. And if you can't do that, you've got to make a way. And if you can't do that, you've got to find a way to make a way. And if you can't do that, then you don't want it bad enough.
Stage 1 zombies are basically ER victims. From immediately after to 24 to 48 hours after death. My final goal with this film is to make a picture that entertains people, kind of draws them in, but also makes them aware that there are scarier things out there than walking corpses. And that's a big thing with this film, is this isn't a zombie film. This is a film with zombies.
Action!
We're making this film to get noticed, to show people that some of us are very capable as a group to make a great project and show that we can get by on the education, or even show that we don't even need a film education to make an amazing project.
Well, with this film, we're trying to, set up a bit of a resume builder almost. It's a nice creative project that everybody gets involved in, and we can put it on a resume and say, hey, we just did this team project where we had to work with a number of different people who we might not necessarily get along with, but we end up coming out with this really great project in the end.
When he falls backwards, let that fall back that way, and he's just holding me up like this as I'm screaming, and he just like elbows me in the face.
You don't need a lot of money, you don't need all this technological equipment and everything to make a movie, or no matter what you want to do in life, just do it. Just start with something, even if it's your own phone, just start with something, record it, and go from there. Learn. Have fun with it and see what you can do.
Just trying to be the best asshole I can be.
Corey.
All right, guys, let's give this a try.
If you're making a movie and you find yourself constantly tired, constantly sore, constantly running all over the place, doing all sorts of crazy things, and finding yourself at the absolute brink of total psychosis, you're probably doing it right.
Go, one more time. One more time. Hurry up, we got cloud cover. Let's keep it going. You're doing wonderful. Down like this, and then we have a shot pointing up at him while he's pointing the gun. So you're pointing the gun like that, right? Motel, can you step to your this way a little bit? That's awesome, right there.
Funny little story. One time I was transporting some gear up in the mountains between upper area and lower area, since we all have to act as our own transportation in groups. And within the span of, I'd say, 15 minutes, I knocked both rear taillights out of my car. So, but no actual personal problems with anyone. Everyone's been great, amazing crew, and I'm glad to say I'm working with some of the best people that I've worked with ever.
My final goal for this film is for people to watch it and enjoy it and love it. To see the faces and their expressions on their face when they watch it will be priceless.
Obviously funding, we're all paying for this out of our own pockets. We're all taking the money that we earn at our full-time jobs or part-time jobs, and we're putting all of that, almost every single penny, into funding this project to make this as professional as we can be. I've personally spent a ton of money to fund Lavender Lady FX Group to buy the materials needed to make the jump from amateur film effects to something that can be considered professional and actually used in a Hollywood-based film.
What are we asking for? Well, some assistance. Really, it does come down to, as much as the art of film is fun and we all are having an obvious great time at what we do, it does cost money. Sometimes we gotta buy food. Sometimes we have to buy new SD cards. We go through a lot of SD cards in this movie. The reason why we need some help with this is because that we're funding it out of our own pockets individually and collectively. Lumber's not cheap, aluminum's not cheap, screws, tape, wires, gasoline. As we are in the middle of the woods on a mountain, how else are you gonna power up all of these things?
One of the biggest problems is, obviously this is a low budget film, and we are paying pretty much everything out of pocket, and we have exhausted every single penny that we have, basically. So we went from filming full time, having no problem like going all the time, and now we're kind of at like a dead end, and we really are having problems finishing the film right now. It would break my heart for it to not get finished. Absolutely break my heart. And I know everybody else has worked really hard, like we're all trying to get together and inspire all these people, and for it to not get finished, I know all those extra fans we have that came on set, they would be devastated too.
We started off low, a few $100 out of our own pockets, trying to make a fun film to do, an education booster, if you would. But then we started getting fans, and they got interested and intrigued and kept asking us, hey, when can we see this movie? Once you get a fan base, you do not want to disappoint them at all. We have a great product on our hands as we speak, but unfortunately we do need help to bring it to full potential and life and to complete it. I think if you can donate $1, $5, $100, anything would help. Unfortunately, entertainment costs a lot of money. This hobby is an expensive hobby. I wouldn't recommend going in it at all, unless you absolutely love it, and we do. So help us entertain you and help us go for our goals, go for our life goals, and just do what we love in a great way. My name is Joshua Solarczyk. I am the producer of Within the Woods of Undead County.
My name is Jared Jakunis. I am the producer of Within the Woods of Undead County.
My name is Justin Stevens. I run Lavender Lady FX Group. I am head of effects, makeup, and on-screen effects for Within the Woods of Undead County.
All right, my name is Michael Sluck, and I am First Assistant Director.
My name's Colin Woodward, and I'm a script supervisor.
My name is TJ Chinaski. My position is predominantly PA. I have one small speaking role.
Well, my name is Nicholas Paul Pontastic, and I am the co-writer and director of Within the Woods of Undead County.
This is a broadcast of the emergency alert system. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. If you are hearing this message, you are within the affected area and will not be safe anywhere. Citizens found exhibiting signs of infection or found with open wounds will be fired upon. By special order, this message will be repeated indefinitely until this emergency bulletin is rescinded. Officials in Washington, D.C., in cooperation with state and local authorities, have